from the mainstream, the studio machine. I want it my way. Indie Film Nation. I want it my way. Indie Film Nation. Going all the way. Indie Film Nation. You know it's gotta be Indie Film Nation. Indie Film Nation. It's gotta be Indie Film Nation.
Hi, Sue Lawson here for Indie Film Nation. I'm here with my favorite rock star, Ted Schilowitz from RED.
You're giving me way too much credit.
I love this guy. What can I say? I absolutely love him. And my new best friend.
So this is my favorite rock star, Luis.
Luis Flores.
So
it's a love fest here. It's a love fest.
Do something different than the normal interview because Luis has been hanging with me at Sundance. I said, Luis, come do the interview with me. So.
And we are so glad to have him. These are the guys who know about this little baby here that.
That's the RED.
How gorgeous is this? How gorgeous is this?
So this is an epic. This is the next
fabulous,
RED.
fabulous.
So this is working on a really big action movie right now that
we won't name what it is.
I can't tell the name because I'm like the official press content. He can probably.
Spider-Man 4.
But I'm not allowed to say it.
Ted can't say it. I was going to give a hint.
3D. So yeah, they're using a bunch of these in 3D. That's the first movie that's working on the new Epic cameras. And then next after that is Peter Jackson's Hobbit. Is getting ready to start probably next month. They're looking at starting with 30 of these guys, and then
30 of them.
Two other big movies going, and then pretty soon Luis will have his, and everybody else will have theirs.
It is terrific. What's the sensor on this one?
So this is the 5K sensor, which derives the true 4K image, right? And this, just for comparison, you know about the RED one, which is 4K derives a little over 3K image, which is why it looks so good. It matches up on par to the resolution of 35mm film scanned at 4K, which is why lots of movies get shot with it. This is 60% more resolution than a RED 1 in the size of a can of frozen peas. So it's fairly incredible. And I imagine you want me to turn it on, probably.
Yes, of course.
So let me fire it up.
He knows me so well now.
All right, so I just turned it on. For those that run a RED 1, they know that a RED 1 takes about a little over a minute to boot up, which isn't that big of a problem on a professional shoot because it takes about a minute to load film every 10 minutes. So, no, not big drama here. But now we're up.
Wow.
That up. So, and this has autofocus because I'm running a Canon lens in this configuration. So we can run PL for cinema, Canon or Nikon, so different configurations. And so probably a little, let's see if we can do this, you can see. Okay, so I'll just kick it out and focus there. This is an 85 prime on there. So it's a fairly slow focusing lens, but it's kind of, we're actually kind of close to that. We sort of get there. Just thinking about it. There it goes.
Oh, gorgeous.
So, you get the general gist of it. And it's a touchscreen display, so we can do this. Luis, I'm going to have to let you talk for a minute. I'll just go forever unless you cut in. So you can see how I'm doing this, right? So I'm changing the color temperature there. I can change the frame rate of the camera. So this camera will go up to 120 frames a second in the full 5K, the 5K widescreen mode, which is pretty incredible. I'm at 5,000 ISO right now, which is fairly frightening. It's very, very dark in here. Manual focus there too. So that's, all this in the palm of my hand. My friend Luis does a lot of technician work on many, many RED jobs. So he's done a bunch of features and music videos and commercials and whatnot, right?
TV shows, yeah.
Yeah.
Just about everything we could come up with, yeah.
In fact, you have a film here at Sundance, correct?
Yes, Bellflower by Colt Wolf. We're in the next category, and we've been incredibly excited and successful with reviews and just overall extremely happy.
It's a great, great movie.
Yeah.
One of the few that actually was not shot on the RED.
See, now I was not going to bring that up, but...
No, there's other cameras other than the RED.
Sure, there are other ones, but RED you have more films here this year than you have in previous years. I mean, we just keep seeing the number of films that are being made with the RED cameras go up just exponentially.
I think I go to Sundance every year as part of my normal work thing, quote unquote.
Work.
Today we were on this big white snowy thing with a big
work. It's work going down that hill on a snowboard.
Now this is the work part. And then we got 3 or 4 other things tonight. But But I think 3 years ago was when we launched the RED. There were no RED movies in Sundance. 2 years ago, I think there were about 15. Last year, there were about 40. This year, there's too many to count. I mean, you've got huge premieres like Margin Call that we're going to go to see tonight. That's a RED movie. This movie called My Idiot Brother that's getting rave reviews. That's a RED movie. This Kevin Smith movie called Red State has nothing to do with RED. It just happens to be called Red State. Fantastic. We saw it yesterday and got to spend some time with Kevin. And he's a huge fan. So the DP on that is a guy named Dave Klein, who's a terrific friend and a wonderful DP, and I cannot tell you how good this movie looks. You have to go see it for yourself. It's fantastic. Very edgy, controversial content, as lots of Sundance stuff is, but it's good. And then, of course, Luis's movie looks fantastic, and we're hoping for big things.
Hoping for big things.
Big things are coming.
I think what's important people should know, what's important or what makes this camera so incredibly interesting to a lot of us, the true independent filmmakers. When I say independent filmmakers, we have absolutely no studio backing, at least in the beginning. It was just a group of filmmakers to go out. This camera, for the price of about a car, allows you to have the tools to match and make as good a quality picture and beauty as any feature out ever. It really does, and that's been pretty special. I don't know if that's helpful, but it is to us.
And then, you know, oops, sorry.
Sorry.
You know, because of Sundance, we have sort of the junior version of this, which is the Scarlet, which we can show you tomorrow if you want to see it. It's almost the same size as this, but it's going to be super, super affordable, probably around $6,000 when it ships.
And this is shipping for what?
This, the body is $28,000. Figure a configuration's $35,000, and it's people that are in the RED world would know there's different types of configurations, and the very first ones are actually a little more expensive. They're all machined, and then when we go into mass production, these cameras will start. We're thinking springtime is sort of where we're headed for a lot of people to have these. Right now, there's just a few big movies on them, all 3D.
Which is so incredibly fabulous. I know that you guys have got a run, you've got a screening, you've got dinner, you've got all this good stuff, but I love this. I love you guys. These are my guys. These are my guys.
And hire Luis, because he's a really good red tech.
He's the one. He's the one that you need. And if it comes straight from this guy, you know it's true. So, Sue Lawson, Luis Flores, and of course the rock star, Ted Schilowitz. I do it all the time. You know I do.
This is actually the real rock star.
Okay, the rock star and the rock star.
Sort of, I'm the shepherd, is basically all I am. I just run around with it.
He's so modest, it just kills me. Anyway, for Indie Film Nation here at Sundance Slam Dance, Park City, Utah. It's the place to be. Thanks.
See you next year.